Hey guys, welcome back to episode 98 of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We're playing New Game Plus right now, and we're just getting like a quick run through of the game. In case you guys missed my first playthrough, you guys can get like a, get kind of like a quick, very like lackluster viewpoint of the game, or like a review summary, synopsis. What do I even call it? Whatever you want to call it of the game. I'm telling you, bro, after playing through the second time, the cutscenes is like half the game. Half the game is cutscenes. Another 2/3 of like the one half left that's not cutscenes is just grinding. And the rest is literally just... No. I'd say you have to play for like 50 hours at least to beat this game. Let's assume you beat it in 100 hours. Okay? 20 hours cutscenes. And... like 65 hours grinding. The rest is like just the main quest. The rest is main quest. So yeah. Alright. He's gone. Homie's literally gone. Best part of the cutscene. Okay. That part was so cool. I'm sad I skipped it.
Jamie.
Duh.
Hello.
Bro, funniest shit happened, bro.
Okay.
I have to lead up to it, though. I need to give context.
Okay, can I pee first?
No.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Whatever. We'll stop that out eventually, guys. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you can tell me now.
What's up?
You can no, I'm back.
Oh, yeah. Fucking... First of all, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think it is fair if someone does something to you for you to do something, that thing exactly back to them? Is that fair?
Like revenge?
Yeah.
It depends.
What do you mean? Elaborate.
I don't know. It's like... I feel like revenge to a certain point is like... It doesn't help that much unless it's something small, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
You know,
Okay, do you think it's ethically correct, though? Do you think it's ethically?
I'm gonna say yes and no.
Like for
Yes,
example,
it's-
someone steals a
it's-
TV from your house, and then as compensation, you either get that much in money or you get their TV because they
Yeah,
stole
that's-
from you.
See, that's like fair and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like that's an example of like when it would be a good thing, right? But like I feel like if it's fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it's good. But sometimes it's like something smaller, something like that you can just like you shouldn't go out of your way to like get revenge. You know what I mean? Like it's no point.
Yeah, there's no
It,
point,
does,
but would it
doesn't
still
ach- it
be?
doesn't achieve anything.
Yeah, but would it still be ethically okay?
I guess, yeah.
Because you're doing the exact same thing back to them. So if they could do
Yeah.
it to you, then you should be able to do it to them, right?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
So is this to any extent? Like someone kills your mom, you should be able to kill their mom ethically.
I mean,
What do you think? You shouldn't kill in the first place, but I'm just saying, like, ethically, if we forget about the fact that you shouldn't kill
But,
in the
like,
first place.
honestly, personally, I wouldn't though.
I know.
If someone
I'm
killed
saying,
my mom, I
would
wouldn't
you?
kill- I wouldn't kill
Would
them.
it ethically be correct? Because first of all, their mom has nothing to do with it. Why would you kill her, right? But like
That's what I
ethically,
said. That's what I said. It depends. I don't think so. I would say no.
but
that's
your
not
mom had
ethic.
nothing to do with them either. So
Yeah, but that's not my or that's not like her mom or their mom's fault. That you know what I mean?
I see. So
Does the
When it-
person who killed their mom deserve to die? Yes. Does the person's mom deserve to die? No.
okay, that's fair. I get you. All right, so I want to hear the funny story.
Sure.
Okay, so you know this chat sending fuckwads of like, why don't you pull some bitches?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got reported for a bias incident, as you know, right?
I know. Yeah.
So I went to talk to the hall diversity, like, I went to talk to like, the school diversity coordinator, and I was like, what do you think cultural appropriation is, right? And I gave them the textbook example, like the textbook definition, which is you're misrepresenting a community, and the people from that community feel uncomfortable or offended because of that. That's cultural appropriation, like the textbook definition. And I asked them, do you feel comfortable with that definition? And they're like, yeah, I feel comfortable with that definition. I fucking played their ass, by the way. And I'm like, okay, so if bitch were to be a negative connotation towards women, and a man were to be offended in their place, would that still be cultural appropriation? And they're like, oh, so in our school, we actually have an alternate definition. So they're like they're switching up the narrative here, right?
Really?
So they're like, yeah. So it doesn't matter what type of group you are, and it doesn't matter if you're actually from that culture or not. If someone represents culture and anyone feels uncomfortable, then they should be able to call it out, and you have to stop. So if I misrepresent Asians, like I'm Asian, and if I try to represent my own race, and a black person feels uncomfortable, then I have to stop. Does that seem fair to you?
No.
So I like gave that example, but instead of black, I said Latina. And she was like, yeah, they can report it. And yeah, and then okay.
That's literally just saying. Okay. I guarantee you, she would not say the same thing. So if a black person would say it the N-word,
Okay.
it'd be different. I guarantee you.
Yeah, but there's two more very hypocritical things they said after. I fucking played their ass, by the way. She knew she fucked up. Okay. So, I asked them, right? Okay, this is the funniest shit, by the way, right? I said, recently at IMSA, there was an Asian cultural show represented by not only Asians, but blacks and whites as well, and like everyone else. What if I felt uncomfortable about that show? Okay, what would I do? And she's like, oh, that's fine. I mean, you're a person too, right? Like, she's trying to act like, oh, your opinion matters. It doesn't matter, trust me. And
No, it doesn't.
and then okay, but she's saying it, but I have no way to prove that she's lying, right? But then she says this. Oh yeah, so if you do feel uncomfortable, you just have to go report it. Then you can talk to the multicultural educators, and they'll decide whether your complaint was like just or not. So do you know what like ethnicity the multicultural educator is?
Asian.
No. They're black. And
Oh.
the black person gets to decide whether an Asian can be offended at their own culture being misrepresented.
Bruh.
So check this out. She says, yeah, anyone has the right to get offended at anything. If they feel uncomfortable, they should be able to speak out, right?
This is why I think social justice workers are stupid.
Yeah, anyone
they're
should be able to
so
feel
dumb.
uncomfortable and they can speak out. But if you speak out, you have to talk to somebody else, and they'll decide whether your complaint is valid or not.
Yeah,
And
Jamie, this is. Sorry.
like,
continue.
and then she just says that with a straight face, and I'm like, okay. So is there any way I can go meet this person, right? Is there any way I can go meet this person and have a discussion with them? Guess what? They only come in on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay, so they barely even work here, and they get to decide. They get to decide who gets
Whether
offended and
you're
who.
just being offended by something.
Right. And I wanna know what the second hypocritical thing is?
Sure.
She said you only have to take it to them when it's in a gray area, right?
What's it?
Like-
It's freaking cultural. It's a what gray area? What?
No, listen. She said okay. So she's like, there's blatant cultural appropriation, right? There's like when you do blackface, that's cultural. I agree with that part, but like she's giving an example, and I agree with that one. But it's like, yeah. So there's like blatant
Like
cultural
right set, yeah.
appropriation, and then there's like gray areas where like some people might be offended, and some people might not be fine with it, and some people might be fine with it, right? And I'm like, how do you decide that? Do you want to know how they decide it? If she feels like it. So if someone gets offended, or if she sees something that she deems is blatant, quote unquote blatant, then they can do something about it without talking to the pure multicultural guy. They can do something about it like without asking, right? But if there's a gray area that she determines, then that has to go through this whole convoluted process. It's gonna get, I'm sure the papers are gonna get lost somewhere, right? You know? So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, bro. Like, so basically it's saying like,
Jamie, there's
oh,
no winning, bro. It's
yeah,
no
there's
winning.
yeah, this is so fucking funny, dude.
This is why I'm telling you. Like, I know you don't like political generalizations, but literally, it's just a liberal hellhole. Like that's all the school is.
Well, yeah, I mean, I sure they're liberal, but you can't just say all liberals are them. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
know, but I'm saying that's why I said I know you don't like generalizations, but I'm saying like, if you have someone that's a social justice warrior, there's a 94.8% chance they're liberal.
Yeah, you can you can hate social justice workers. You just can't hate liberals in their entirety because there's
No, I
liberals.
don't.
Yeah,
Of course I don't.
I
I'm not
was just gonna
stupid.
say.
I'm not blind and stupid. I'm not ignorant, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just saying like as a term for generalization, that's like your school's so bad, bro.
Oh yeah, dude, this shit is so cringe. Like I expected it to be like a little less bad than this, but like it was this bad.
No,
So I
it's
was like-
literally that bad.
Yeah, I
That's
was
what
like,
living.
damn.
By the way, like, is that really what they want? Freaking our political system to look like? By the way, like, hello.
It's
Like,
like
hello.
they act like it's so objective, but it's just disgustingly subjective to the point where it's not equality. How is it
It's so
equality?
biased. It's not equality.
Yeah,
It's biased.
I mean, sorry, equitable.
Super biased.
Equitable. How is it? How is this equitable? Huh?
It's not. It really isn't. It's really bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Shit's kind of disgusting, to be honest. And now you know, like, I don't know how they like made this system. Did they like purposely make it to be this like bias, or is
No,
it just
they-
like a?
I don't even know.
Or are they just fucking stupid, right?
It's people who have no power and want some type of power to over others, and they use culture
yeah.
as culture and race as a means to get it.
They try to make it seem like they're trying to foster an inclusive environment.
Exactly, and in turn, they're basically making everything not equal. You know what I mean? Like their entire face of their like movement like that is we want equality for everyone, make sure no one gets offended by anything, right? Like
Yeah.
all like blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
But in turn, they're making it even worse. Like
Yeah.
hello?
The funniest
Like,
part about this
by
is
doing that, they're separating race and stuff like that. It's like what?
exactly. The worst part about it is they try to make it seem equitable, and they're like, oh, you know, we don't want any racist people here, right? We don't want racist people. Now, you know how people like associate racism with conservatives, which is kind of stupid, but you know how people do that, right? Sometimes.
I'm sorry, say that again. I wasn't paying.
You know how
attention.
some
I spaced
people
out.
associate racism with conservatism?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is stupid.
Again,
but, like,
that's
hear
not
me
a
out.
generalization, but
Yeah, I know. But like, hear me out. They and so political generalization is okay apparently. So you're allowed to say I hate conservatives. Not all conservatives are racist. There are racists that
Obviously.
are conservative, but not all conservatives are racist. But saying conservatives don't belong here, like people say that shit, and like people isolate conservatives at IMSA. Saying that
That's
is
what pisses me
okay.
off about Tommy. Like,
Yeah.
Tommy does that all the time, and it pisses me off a little bit, but it's fine.
The only time I make fun of conservatives is like as a joke. You know how you make fun of liberals, like libtards.
Obviously, yeah.
So that's the only time. And then it's like when people legitimately are like, if you're conservative, you don't belong here on social media. They literally say that at school, and they hear it. They're like, okay, that's just fine. But when you say that for liberals, it's not okay. Like, how is that fair?
It's not.
You know? And it's like they're trying to make it so you can't no racism allowed, no sexism allowed. But what does that have to do with being conservative, right? Like they have no relationship.
Exactly. They
Like,
just don't. It's up to the person.
Yeah, and then they get mad when someone generalizes liberals, but they generalize conservatives in itself. Like, it's actually kind of disgusting how hypocritical this school is. Actually, kind of disgusting. Like, you can make fun of, you can bully anyone as long as they're not liberal. Like, it's actually disgusting. As long as someone's white, you can make fun of white people. Like, that's literally racism. The definition of racism is what you're doing.
Yeah, it's messed up, Jamie.
But, you know, I'm not gonna do anything about it because I don't want to get expelled, but...
Obviously not, but that's why you have to hang around the right people, you know?
True.